In this video, we'll talk about the new bill passed by the House yesterday to provide a special provision in the USCIS funding bill to expand premium processing to many more applications. So what are you waiting for? I'll see you on the other side. In this video, we'll talk about the new bill passed by the House yesterday to provide emergency funding to the USCIS, and also an interesting provision in the funding bill to expand the premium processing to many more applications. And also, we can talk about what to do if furloughs will actually happen. I'll give you a few tips. Before we dive into the video, if you're here for the first time, make sure you subscribe to this channel, click that bell to be notified, and also give it a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. My name is Sapochnick, and I'm an immigration attorney based in San Diego, California, and I am recording videos every single week for you guys based on your suggestions and based on the news that are happening every single week. So let's dive right in. The House passed an emergency funding bill yesterday, specifically to address the issue of the budget crisis at USCIS. In this particular bill, there's going to be emergency funding provided to USCIS. Now remember, this is just a bill that was passed by the House. We still need to get the Senate's version. We're not sure exactly what the Senate is going to do, and the Senate is not going to resume until September, so we're not going to know until then. But it's already a good start. And again, what is interesting is that, as you remember, as I explained in previous videos, USCIS specifically said that they have a serious budget crisis and they need funding to be able to finish the fiscal year as well as the calendar year. And if not, they're going to be forced to furlough more than a third of their entire workforce. The concerning part about this furloughs, if that takes place, the likelihood of immigration shutting down completely is actually going to happen, because there's no way they're going to operate this agency with less than 20% of staff on site. The USCIS planned to furlough more than 70% of its staff, and if this happens, most likely the entire immigration system is going to come to a complete stop. And of course, this is devastating for everybody, so they're trying to prevent that. And as you know, lawmakers in both parties urged USCIS to avoid the furloughs because it's going to have a devastating impact on this entire immigration system. Lawmakers on both parties urged USCIS to avoid furloughs in light of their improving budget, but USCIS has not provided any clear indication as to exactly what they're going to be doing. And if you remember, on August 18, Senator Patrick Leahy sent a letter to the USCIS urging them to avoid the furloughs because he pointed out that they actually had a budget surplus and there's no reason for them to actually go ahead and do those furloughs. He specifically said the following. Patrick Leahy said the following: "There's no reason USCIS should furlough 13,000 dedicated public servants August 30th in the midst of a pandemic with record high unemployment, especially not when it has sufficient money to avoid furloughs through this fiscal year." So obviously the House bill is a great step forward, but we still need to get the Senate to approve this and get their version of this bill, and let's see what happens. But what is interesting is the provision in the bill that expands premium processing, and let's look at that for a second. So the new USCIS funding bill will prevent the furloughs by opening up premium processing to applications types not included now, like National Interest Waiver, EB-1 executives, and all EAD cards. It's also going to increase the premium processing fee from $1,440 to $2,500, and it lists here the different applications that may qualify for premium processing. It's interesting that they're going to be expanding premium processing to be able to get more money and they're going to be able to get more funds by actually expanding premium processing. So we'll see if that actually is going to happen. So as you can see, the decision to decide whether furloughs are going to take place is entirely with USCIS. They do have the power to do so. They claim that while they may have budget to end the fiscal year, they're probably not going to have enough money to end the calendar year, and therefore they still need money. You can see while the House bill is a positive sign, we still need, again, like I mentioned, we need the Senate to agree on that as well and get their own version of the bill. So let's take a look at what if furloughs are actually going to take place. What can you do? So there's a few things that we can do if furloughs are going to take place. The first thing is that if you have an application that is eligible for premium processing, you should go ahead and upgrade to premium processing. Another option is if your request qualifies for an expedited option, try to expedite. So if you have an emergency, if you have a situation where you may lose your job or whatever that is, a financial crisis, look at the criteria to expedite a case, a request, and use that if you can to move your case forward. Another option is make sure you use Congress assistance. Every congressional district have a USCIS liaison person. You should be able to utilize them to help push your case if your case is stuck, if your case is delayed, especially if furloughs are going to happen. Definitely utilize those resources. Use electronic filings when possible. There are so many applications that offer you to file electronically. If we have furloughs, you know that everything is going to be delayed, but if you file electronically, there's more chances that your case will go, you'll get your receipt faster, and hopefully your case will also move faster. So in any case, whenever you can utilize electronic filing, use it. And finally, if your case is really stuck and nothing happens, more and more people are going to use litigation, sue USCIS, mandamus lawsuits to force them to act. I anticipate more and more people are going to use mandamus to force immigration to act. To summarize, like I said, today a House bill passed to provide emergency funding to USCIS. This is definitely, because of the pressure that was mounting, people are worried about the furloughs. USCIS, as you remember, sometime in May, they mentioned that they have a serious budget crisis and they need at least $1.2 billion from Congress to be able to continue to stay afloat. At the same time, a couple of months afterwards, it was discovered that they actually have a surplus, and now we can see that they do have the power. It's in their control to make a decision if they absolutely necessarily need to furlough. And so we'll see what happens, but there's definitely a lot of movement to pressure USCIS not to furlough. If they will go into furlough, if they will furlough these employees, it's definitely going to, I believe it's going to stop this entire immigration system. It's going to create a massive backlogs that it's going to take years and years to overcome. So hopefully it's not going to happen. But if they will proceed with furloughs, there are some things you can do, like I mentioned. Once again, this is just a quick update about the House bill that passed yesterday to provide emergency funding to USCIS and also to expand premium processing. One of the suggestions in the bill was to expand premium processing to more applications, including EADs. So we'll see. Holding the efforts to bring more money to the USCIS. So once again, if you're here for the first time, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can get updates like this every single week, and also give us the big like so YouTube can show this video to more people just like you. Also, we have a private Facebook group where we share all our updates in that group, so make sure you join the group. The link is in the description of this video. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.